Dive into the pages of history as we journey back to a volatile era. Today, we explore the cataclysmic period of World War II. Our story begins in the wake of World War I, a conflict that left the world licking its wounds and sowed the seeds for further discord, particularly in Germany, where the Treaty of Versailles' punitive reparations led to economic hardship and political upheaval. It was within this tumultuous landscape that the Nazi Party, under Adolf Hitler, rose to prominence. The Nazis, fueled by a toxic brew of nationalism and racial purity, began to amass power and expand their territory. The world watched with bated breath, but it was the invasion of Poland in September 1939 that finally lit the fuse. The Nazi war machine rolled across the Polish border, marking the beginning of a global conflict that would engulf nations and change the course of history forever. As the world watched in disbelief, a conflict of unprecedented scale was set in motion. On the global chessboard, two formidable alliances emerged: the Allies and the Axis powers. The Allies, a band of nations united in their quest to quell the rising tide of fascism, were led primarily by three powerhouses: the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union. Spearheading these nations were Franklin D. Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, and Joseph Stalin, respectively. Their common motivation? To preserve democracy and halt the spread of totalitarian regimes. On the other side, the Axis powers, a triad of aggressive expansionists: Nazi Germany, Fascist Italy, and Imperial Japan. Their leaders, Adolf Hitler, Benito Mussolini, and Emperor Hirohito, sought to expand their territories, driven by ideologies of racial superiority and nationalistic fervor. This wasn't a conflict confined to one region. It was a global struggle, a war fought on multiple fronts, from the icy plains of Eastern Europe to the tropical islands of the Pacific. These were the Titans. Their decisions would shape the course of history. While the world was at war, the home fronts were not silent. This conflict was not confined to the battlefields. It seeped into every corner of society, bringing with it a wave of displacement, persecution, and occupation. Civilians bore the brunt of this calamity, their lives uprooted, their peace shattered. Families were torn apart, homes reduced to rubble, and communities forever scarred by the horrors of war. But even in the face of such adversity, progress did not halt. The war years were a time of rapid technological advancement, revolutionizing warfare in ways previously unimaginable. From the development of radar systems that enhanced military communication, to jet engines that changed the face of aviation, and the harnessing of nuclear power that brought about a new era of destructive potential. In the midst of chaos, humanity pushed the boundaries of innovation, but at a great cost. This duality of progress and destruction serves as a stark reminder of the human toll of technological advancement. In the aftermath of destruction, a new world order emerged. As the dust settled, the global stage was ripe for significant shifts in power. The United Nations came into being, a beacon of hope in a world weary of war, aiming to maintain international peace and security. Meanwhile, Germany, the instigator of this global conflict, was left divided. The country was carved up like a pie, with each of the victorious allies taking a slice. This division planted the seeds for a new conflict, one less about bullets and more about ideologies: the Cold War. The world had changed irrevocably. Countries had been built and shattered, societies transformed, and countless lives touched by the horrors of war. This was the aftermath of World War II, a period that defined the mid-20th century. World War II reshaped the world. Its echoes still resonate today, reminding us of our past and shaping our future.